Hello, Rob here, and welcome to R&B Reviews. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Kubo and the Two Strings, which is a stop-motion animated film from Laika Studios that came out in 2016. The story of this movie is Kubo lives a quiet, normal life in a mountain outside a Japanese village with his ailing mother. During the day, he tells the villagers stories, but one day he must go on a quest to locate a magical suit of armor worn by his late samurai father in order to defeat a vengeful enemy from the past. And that's all I'll say about the story. I feel like I gotta be as vague as possible because there's stuff that you discover I feel like you gotta watch it for the first time in order to really get into it. But I have seen this movie when it first came out in 2016, but I hadn't had a chance to review it. And recently, a viewer by the name of Jay's Watch asked me if I would review the movie, so here we are. Kubo and the Two Strings, as I mentioned, was made by Laika Studios that produces stop-motion animation movies like Coraline, The Box Trolls, and Paranorman, and recently Missing Link. Now, Kubo is probably the most deeply emotional and complex film produced by the studio, as it deals with Kubo having to kind of act as an adult to care for his mother as well as family and thoughts on death. Visually, the film is fantastic. At various times, I could not help but think of all the hard work that went into all these visual details of the colorful and smooth, realistic-like animation, especially when it comes to action scenes. I felt like the story and some of the sequences were very creative, and I liked how likable and determined Kubo was. The otherworldliness of the story I liked as well, and I liked that the movie was not predictable. There are some family films where I know where they're going, but here I didn't know what was going to happen, and I, as the viewer, learned this stuff just as the characters do. Like other films in which the lead character must go on a quest, he's joined by interesting companions. There is a talking monkey voiced by Charlize Theron, who is a strict but caring guardian, and they also meet a character named Beetle, who is a sort of half man, half beetle, who's cursed with no memories of who he was, but only, gets an occasional flash of memory here and there, but he joins them as well. The voiceover work is very well done from the cast. Theron was great as the strict monkey, and Matthew McConaughey I thought was good as the forgetful but well-intentioned beetle. The only issues I really had with this movie is that while I like that the film tried to incorporate humor into the story, which I think is good when you're dealing with a story that's got dramatic elements, I felt like it didn't quite work. Beetle, I think, is supposed to be a comic relief character, but I felt like the humor was more forced than natural, especially in sequences where him and Monkey disagree on what to do next. I also didn't feel connected to the characters at first, but I felt like as the movie went on during the second and third act, I felt like I finally got to know them and, connected with what they wanted to do. Still, I did enjoy Kubo as a mature, visually stunning film. I think I liked Box Trolls and Coraline maybe a little bit more, but I felt like Kubo and the Two Strings is an entertaining movie that I think different audiences will relate to with its themes and story elements. Alright, well, that's my review of Kubo and the Two Strings. If you have seen the movie, what did you think about it? I know that I've looked at other reviews after I rewatched the movie and wrote my review, and some people said that this is the best movie that Laika has ever done, or even the best animated movie of 2016. Do you share that, or do you not? Go ahead and post any comments you have about your thoughts of the movie, as well as any feedback you have about this particular review. And if you're interested, please hit the subscribe button, get the bell notification of every time I get a new review up, and feel free to check out some other reviews that are available on the channel, from classics to contemporary movies to new releases. Thank you very much for watching.